So there's been this trend recently where authors have been writing books that include swear words in the title, so they can include the swear word with an asterisk. And one of those authors is Mark Manson, and I actually read both of his books, listened to both of his books that have the F word in the title. And he posted something recently that I think is worth revisiting because it's so basic and so true. It's about what you can and cannot change. Let's take a look at these things in this episode of the VOHeroes podcast. Mark Manson has at least two books out with the F word in the title, the most famous of which is The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. He's on X, Twitter, whatever, and he occasionally posts things that are really thought-provoking. Most of the things that he posts, almost all the things that he posts, let me just keep backpedaling until I don't offend Mark, but this one in particular really resonated with me. He posted two short three-item lists. One, what you can never change, and two, what you can always change. So let's start with what you can always change, and then we'll go into what you can never change. What you can always change is your attitude, your assumptions, and your beliefs. What you can never change is the past, the world, and other people. And this is another way of saying be at peace with the things that are in your control and be at peace with the things that are not in your control, and concentrate on the things that you have some sort of agency over, and kind of let go of the things that you don't have agency over because you don't have agency over them. Your attitude, your assumption, your beliefs, these are all things that you make choices about. And I think the big news here is to remind us that we are part of a huge community. We are part of a huge, multi-layered, multifaceted set of systems that interact with one another that we have absolutely no possibility of changing to any appreciable degree. We're not going to change the world of performance. We're not going to change the specter of AI. We're not going to change what casting directors do. We're not going to change what publishers do. We're not going to change what agents do. We're not going to change what other actors do. You know, we are not going to change our general world, but we can change how we think about those things and how we approach those things and how we frame those things. If somebody does something that really irritates you, one thing you can do immediately is just stop and go, hey, can I change this? Or can I change how I think about this? And you often get even better results when you just simply change how you think about it. I'm not saying be a doormat if somebody's mistreating you. I'm not saying be a Pollyanna if you think, oh, everything's going to be just great. All I have to do is change how I think about it. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is being in the space where you understand what's available to you to move in a particular direction and what isn't. And so this list is worth going over every so often and just looking at it again. What you can always change is your attitude, your assumptions, your beliefs, and what you can never change is the past, the world, and other people. So, what do you think about that? Share with me. You can use the F word if you want to, but you don't have to. If you do, please use an asterisk. Thank you so much. Hit the like button if you like what you're hearing here. You can subscribe to the channel. You can hit the notification bell to be notified. That's why they call it a notification bell when new episodes come out. Go ahead and do that. You can also share this episode with somebody. Just copy the address for it over at VOHeroes.com and whisk it along to some other author or voice talent or actor. I'd love that. I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. I thank you so much for watching and for listening, and I will see you in the next episode of the VOHeroes podcast.